This right here is one of the largest machines that I have seen at EMO. This is the M70 from WFL. Tell me a little bit more about this MILLTURN center then.
Well, the capabilities of M70s is the same capabilities we have throughout our whole line. This only represents like the middle of our size of machines, so it gets quite larger than that.
I like it.
But this machine here has the capability to do various different tasks. So what we showed here is a piece that's not really used by all customers, but shows the capability of this machine by just looking at the parts. You can turn with it, you can slot with it, you can mill pockets with it, you can create gears with it, mill cams. So there's a lot of things you can do with this machine, which represents a lot of interest from our customers in their industries.
I feel like when you look at this component, you can see the flexibility of what this machine can do to, it's pretty incredible.
Yes.
So tell me about the dimensions of the machine then.
Okay, this machine's a 3-meter bed on this machine, but this M70, which is a new machine that we developed to kind of augment in a space between our M65s and our M80, allows us to have a different size of beds on this. And this machine will go up to 8 meters long.
8 meters?
8 meters, yes. And that is the first machine that we have that goes that far, that long. And then it also has the capability of handling 850 millimeters of swing. So that's the largest in its class, the first largest machine that can do that kind of swing.
Okay, tell me about some of the features on the machine as well.
First of all, the headstock. The headstock, you can have different types of power for the headstock, from 40 kilowatts to 65 kilowatts, giving you up to almost 6,000 newton meters of torque. The turning boring milling unit gives you about 60 kilowatts of power, giving you about up to 600 newton meters of torque.
You're talking about power so much, you're talking about torque so much. What is it that industry is demanding for you to go, right, we need to build a machine to fulfill that need?
Yes, well, the industry is demanding, our customers, their customers demand that we have to make more, we got to use different materials, a lot stronger materials, a lot of Inconels and high nickel alloys, titaniums, and in order to do that, we have to process them efficiently. To process them efficiently and as aggressively as you can, because you still want cycle time, you have to have a rigid machine, a platform in which to do it. And this is what we deliver. We deliver everything from the base of the machine into the components we just talked about.
Can you actually tell me a little bit about the base of the machine and the build?
Yes. Okay, well, first of all, WFL only designs MILLTURN type machines. And with that, we put all our energy of engineering into the design of that. So we're pretty aggressive. So the most rigid base that you can have is a slant bed made out of gray iron, cast gray iron. That's what we do in all our models. And because of that, you've got the base being dampening effect on the part, so the part doesn't have the chatter inside the work area. So when you turn the part, it delivers a force through the turning boring milling unit into the base, and that causes it to be rigid and stable.
We talk a lot about rigidity and stability here. You've said about the build, but what about the level of precision that you work into and the tolerances?
Oh, we work to the tightest tolerances. I mean, we're in aerospace and we're in a lot of different industrial type applications, and when tenths is necessary as far as size on OD and also taper. So I mean, you have to, and you're moving pretty aggressive material and you're making shapes out of them, and this is, you need a big machine for that.
You absolutely do.
Yeah.
Okay, what role does digitization play then with this machine?
Digitization, okay, so the control and all of the software that we would use to do this machine, well, a lot of it we create ourselves. So we have Crash Guard, we have My WFL, you have a certain different types of software for process control, component control on using sensors, and you have Crash Guard, which obviously is the name of it, helps you from collisions.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't want that to happen. Now, automation. Do companies actually consider automating with a machine of this size?
Yes.
Do they really?
They do. They do. And they usually use big parts. It just means bigger automation. So it's gantry load, unload, could be robot load and unload.
Is there a demand for that?
Yes, there is. I mean, there's a demand for that because of one, labor that's available to operate machines and load and unload machines, and two, because of desire for lights out automation, lights out production.
We haven't covered it, tooling.
Tooling, yes. This machine has up to 200 stations of tooling. Both HSK 100 and Capto C8 is the type of tool holders they use. And they have up to 900 millimeter length, 35 kilograms of weight, and it's just a various amount of tools. It also has a pickup station which holds boring bars, and the boring bars can be 1.5 meters long for long technical boring capabilities. I mean, you have, when you're that deep in there, you need to have rigidity, and this machine has what we call a prismatic adaptation, where we would hook the machine, the boring bar, up to underneath the B-axis through a prismatic dovetail type arrangement, giving it more stability. And with the HSK or the Capto interface, it's pretty stable.
You know what, you've just given us so much information. Just give me one kind of highlight, or just tell me what it is that the M70 in particular is really doing for your customers.
Well, I think the M70 is something that my customers, who always are challenged by their customers in their specific industries, really appreciates, because it's a collaboration. We didn't design this in a vacuum. We designed this from working with our customers, and that's the way you have to do it, because they're the ones that's using it, they're the ones that are the experts at the applications, and we understand that.
Brilliant, thanks John.